Wow. Absolute bombshell. The appeals court just ruled that they will be upholding the TikTok ban, forcing the app to be sold in the next 40 days, period. There are no more outsies. That's it. TikTok must be sold if it wants to remain in operation in the United States. Now, what does this mean? We're going to talk about all that in this video because it's complicated. Does it mean that TikTok will shut down immediately? No. Will it shut down? Well, that seems foolish because it has value. Someone will buy it in the United States, almost certainly. But this loss is a massive hit. And it's a massive hit to the company's value because you don't have, you're being forced to sell. So buyers know that. And so they're not going to offer you anywhere near as much. Maybe Elon will buy it. I do want to remind everyone, there's still time to get your beautiful 12 Days of Christmas gift box from Coffee Brand Coffee. Remember, the 12 Days of Christmas start on Christmas because a lot of people think it's like an advent calendar. That's not the case. It starts on Christmas. And we have our custom gift boxes where you can get one of the pre-builts or you can custom build it. Both are on sale for 10% off today. Promo codes in the description. Also, our delicious gingerbread K-Cups are now in stock and on sale. Promo code GINGER10. Limited time. All of our flavors are a limited run, so make sure you get those today. Appeals court upholds TikTok ban, declining to block law that forces its sale. A federal appeals court upheld a law that would force TikTok's Chinese parent company to divest or face a ban in the United States, dealing another setback to the widely popular video sharing app in its battle with the federal government. A panel of 3 judges from the Court of U.S. Appeals for the District of Columbia unanimously sided with the Justice Department in declining to review the petition for relief from TikTok and ByteDance, its Chinese parent company. Quote, "We conclude that portions of the act the petitioners have standing to challenge, that is, the provisions concerning TikTok and its related entities, survive constitutional scrutiny," meaning they're good. Senior Judge Douglas Ginsburg wrote in the majority opinion, "We therefore deny any petitions." Congress approved a foreign assistance package in April that included provisions giving TikTok 9 months to sever ties with ByteDance or lose access to the App Store and web hosting services in the United States. President Biden quickly signed the bill into law. Biden's trying to get this done before he's out of office. And set it to take effect January 19th, the day before Donald Trump takes over, with the possibility of a one-time 90-day delay grant by the president if a sale is in progress by then. President-elect Donald Trump tried to ban TikTok during his first term in office, but reversed his position during his presidential campaign and vowed to save the app. Lawmakers and national security officials have long had suspicions about TikTok's ties to China. Officials from both parties have warned that the Chinese government could use TikTok to spy on, collect data from 170 million American users, or covertly influence the U.S. public by amplifying or suppressing certain content. The first part, doi, everybody knows that. Okay, everybody knew that they were doing that. TikTok's own developers were saying that they still had access to the app in America. The second part is what I've been talking about for the longest time. It's not just that they have access to Americans. I don't necessarily care about that. Every app is, every American app is selling our data to China too. So I think it's a little odd to say the least that people would think, oh, because it's selling, because ByteDance is owned by China, that's somehow different. All of our app makers in the United States are already doing so. They're selling all of our information whenever the heck they want. Lawmakers in the National Security Office, the appeals court decision likely tees up a fight at the Supreme Court, but the law's ultimate fate, over the law's ultimate fate, the parties asked judges to make a decision by Friday So there is enough time for the Supreme Court to review the case before the law takes effect. The justices could agree to hear the case and pause the law while they consider arguments, or they could just let the appeals court ruling stand as final word. So there's no guarantee that the Supreme Court would even get involved. The First Amendment exists to protect free speech in the United States, Ginsburg wrote in his opinion. Here, the government acted solely to protect the freedom from a foreign adversary nation and limit that adversary's ability to gather data on the United States people. The appeals court said that it recognized the decision will have significant implications for TikTok and its users. Consequently, TikTok's millions of users will need to find alternative media of communication, Ginsburg said. This burden is attributable to the People's Republic of China's hybrid commercial threat to the United States national security. Not only the U.S. government, which engaged with TikTok through a multi-year process in an effort to find alternative solutions. They've had years and years and years to fix this. On top of that, they got caught multiple times still there's multiple times they still got caught pulling data from the American users. Here is their final ruling from the appeals court. This is very blurry, but let's go. I got a better version here, I think. All right. Unless TikTok executes a qualified divestiture by January 19th, 2025, or the president grants a 90-day extension based on progress towards a qualified divestiture, its platform will effectively be unavailable in the United States, at least for a time. Consequently, TikTok's millions of users will need to find alternative media. The First Amendment exists, so it has been denied. For these reasons, the petitions are denied. I doubt that the Supreme Court is going to take on this case. I really do. This appeals court said no. The Supreme Court's not going to overrule it. A federal appeals court on Friday upheld the law. TikTok and ByteDance, another plaintiff of the lawsuit, are expected to appeal to the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, who tried to ban TikTok in his first term and whose Justice Department would have to enforce the law, said that the presidential campaign that he is now against a TikTok ban and would work to save the social media platform. So, will Donald Trump refuse to enforce this? How could he do so? It's difficult to say. Again, I don't really care if China loses, to be totally honest. I don't care. Like, screw China all the way. I don't care. However, this is an app that had a valuation of $300 billion as early as November. I'm sure that is far less now, knowing that they may not be available in the United States, period, ever again. But this is wild. I don't have a problem with TikTok existing. The problem is, I do believe that China uses it to influence the American people and to degrade the West. I do believe that TikTok is primarily responsible for the trans epidemic. People have always had gender dysphoria, okay? That's not new. However, I believe that it has been massively proliferated by the TikTok app most exclusively. You've got big pharma and woke doctors, and you've got TikTok pushing that crap on America's youth, in my opinion, on purpose to promote degeneracy. Like, have you ever opened the TikTok app? It's just whores nonstop, or trans people telling America's youth, hey, you don't need, here, you don't need to tell your parents about this, that, and the other thing. Here's where you can get puberty blockers. I think that a TikTok ban in its current form would be a net positive for the United States of America's youth. That said, I don't think Facebook's any better. I don't think YouTube's any better. I don't think Instagram's any better. I think they also all push degeneracy. So what makes TikTok any different? Not much. That said, if TikTok were sold to a United States company and subjected to the same level of scrutiny and regulation, I think it's probably okay that it would exist. I think it'd be foolish to just destroy the tool that is used by over 100 million Americans. I don't use it, but even I know that short form content is the future. Like short form content and live streams are the future. These little, 10 to 12 minute bits that I do, nobody's going to get as big as my channel was now doing that new going forward. No new channel is going to blow up doing 10-minute news breakdowns. My viewers are my viewers, and I doubt I'm getting many new ones. It's going to be short form video and live streams going forward. That's it. That's why YouTube rolled out the 3-minute shorts, which I took advantage of early in 2024 or late in 2024, and I will be doing in 2025. Like that is the way of the future, whether I like it or not. So I can either make fun of it or I can get on board and try to find new viewers. When you see my subscribers growing up, it's 99% of it is from people who watch my shorts. They don't even watch my long form video. So if I don't adapt, I'm a 41-year-old, stick in the mud. But if I want to stay relevant past 2026, 2027, I have to utilize short form video. I know that. And TikTok is, the best at it. So, I have mixed feelings. If it gets sold to a US company, I'm actually fine with it still existing, because then it can fall under our jurisdiction with its algorithm, and we can see what they're really pushing on the American youth. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, this weekend, our gift boxes, our 12 Days of Christmas coffee box, and our brand new gingerbread cake cups are all on sale this weekend. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll put the links in the description. We'll talk to you again real soon.